Good morning, pregame crew. How are you doing? Thursday, April 21st, 2022, 6:22 a.m. Mountain, 8:22 a.m. Eastern. You are at the pregame show. We discuss stocks for about 20 or 25 minutes. We're pretty efficient. If you're tuning in later in the day, you can scroll forward a little bit, maybe till this says 6:30, and I'll get started on indices, commodities, cryptos, movers, and shakers of the day. I'm Charcal Lori, and you're at the pregame show. Audio visual check, please. Y'all, I just realized we just passed the 1 year anniversary of the pregame show and I did nothing about it. So we got to have a giveaway. I will work on that for tomorrow or either next week. I will let you know. Stay tuned. Audio visual, thank you, Chuck. Good morning, Veronica, Dino, Lisa, my dude Chuck, Mary, Nasarge, Ra, Derek, Topher, Dino, Empower, Steven, so nice. Hey, Bo. Hey, Roger, Greg, Amira, Asia. Good morning. How are you? Okay, so before I get started, I have two questions for you. You can answer either one. And hopefully you'll do it without looking. Hopefully you'll do it without cheating. And if you have to look, that's okay too. I want to know, what is the key level for the market today? Give me the Apple key resistance or the Nasdaq key resistance. Either or. Ready, set, go. I want to see how many people have these numbers imprinted in their brain, because you need to know these numbers before your day starts. Because if you are looking at stock Timbuktu and whatever your stock is, AAAAAA, and you're saying, I want my stock to run, if it correlates with the stock market, you need to know if Nasdaq and Apple are through those key levels. You must know. And I'm not going to tell you if you're right or not till a few more minutes. Few minutes pass and people. It's not the best, Jay Stevens. This show is like not the best. Funny. That's okay. Thank you. Thank you, Chris. Thanks, Roger. Hey, Jorge. Jay Stevens. You're from India. Hi, all the way over there. How are you? Thanks, Mary, for your guest. Hey, Bobo. Thank you for your guest, Karkuki. James. Okay, Veronica, that's a good one for gold. I'm looking for just NASDAQ and Apple. It is absolutely key two levels for the market today. And I'm doing a silly exercise, but it's not silly. I make jokes about get a tattoo with this level, get a, imprint this on your forehead. But I think it's important that we know these levels without even looking at the charts. We have to know these levels to see if our setups that maybe we're particularly eyeing work. Hey, Judd, thank you for being here. Good, Mary, it's imprinted. Thanks, Dino, for your guess. Thank you, Empower. Empower, thank you. Okay. Anybody have a chart request while y'all fill in the answers? I'm going to go over chart request. Okay, crowd. Dino, I think you asked about crowd yesterday. Are you in a position? Are you stalking a position? Just curious. And by the way, if you ask me a chart request and you give me the time frame you're looking at, whether you're in a position or not, it helps me give you a more detailed analysis. So with crowd, we got a bearish engulfing candle yesterday. Not the best looking candle. We smack dab ran into the daily 200 MA and rejected. We're holding the daily 21 EMA. On the 4 hour, we have to get over yesterday's high, 432. Gun to head, Lori, you must guess. What is the highest probability scenario today? It would be like this, because we've given ourselves enough room for a 4 hour high or low. However, we're pretty far away from 232. Unless NASDAQ's over that key level, which what is it? Or Apple's over that key level, what is it? Crowd's going to have a hard time breaking 232. So a tightening range is probably the most likely scenario. And if you say, give me odds, I would say 65 to 70% chance that this will stay within yesterday's range. When you get a big range, and I'm just sitting here pausing, this could be an iron condor. Anybody looking for an iron condor, this could be it. And I would exit the iron condor if NASDAQ breaks that key level to the upside. Yep, it has been a canary. Hey, Night, Derek, Mark, Jim, Tammy, that in. AAL is killing it. It's up there, Jay Stevens. My show is just up there. But you know what, Jay Stevens? That's fair. I always have room for improvement. Absolutely. All right, I'll tell you the answer. I'll go over AAL. I have Netflix on my list. So, a lot of you got it right. That's the level, 17127. 17127, that's the level for Apple. And Nasdaq, you guessed it, 14300. If you guessed 14298, you were close enough. 14298 or 14300. Either way, you're right. Yeah, hit that like button, why don't you? I'd really appreciate it. We'll get started here in 3 minutes with the indices. PG, potential 4-hour bull flag. Dividend day today of 91 cents. Is that right? So you may want to look at that. So we could pull back from here. We're down 65 cents. Sometimes we pull back the level of the dividend. We double topped yesterday at 164.48 and we hit that resistance of 164.98 within 50 cents. And now I would say we have a little 4-hour bull flag, but the dividend changes the potential bull flag resolving to the upside. I don't know if it will, but you have a pre-market support of 162.70. Here's your bull flag levels. 162.38 is key to hold a bull flag. Oh, good, good. Good morning, good morning. Got a big show for you. And as always, I have my notes here, and TCG members, when I'm done, I'll copy and paste these notes over to the chat room so you can mark them up if you're a Chart Guys member. And if you're not a member, why not? Go check us out at chartguys.com. This is who I am, Chart Gal Lori, and I bring the show to you Monday through Friday, most days, unless I'm on a vacation. But I bring this show to you, and my goal is to help you prepare for the trading day. I always say I wake up in the morning and all the puzzle pieces are thrown on the floor from the night before, and I have to pick them up and create a picture. Does that picture, will it work out the way I have it organized? No, not necessarily, because as soon as I shut my mic down, more information enters the market. And it's up to you to use those key levels to say, okay, we have a little bit of a change here. Here's a change here. This variable changed, but this one didn't. So what are the overarching most important areas that I'm looking at? And that's my goal. And then if I can just help you with any technical analysis education along the way, great. My primary purpose here is not to answer your chart request. If I get to it, I'm super excited to help you. But my goal is to get you ready for the trading day and give you the highest conviction setups. I always wonder when we're doing our chart request in TCG, what's more important to give you the highest conviction setups that we see are out there. Doesn't mean they're the absolute best, but I would rather an experienced trader tell me where they're looking versus where I'm looking, because maybe I'm at the wrong fishing hole. It's just like going out and fishing and you have a Bass Pro like sponsored fisherman out there and you've got Joe Blow, it's his first time to ever fish. Who do you want to follow? I want to follow Mr. Bass Pro. So I'm not saying I am Miss Bass Pro, but I'm saying always look for those higher conviction setups. And if my setups give you ideas to go look for others, perfect. It's jumping off points. We're brainstorming together. That's what team collaboration is. Okay, I'll try to get to shop. I promise I will try. But let's get started on the market. Good morning. Welcome to the pregame show. I'm Chart Gal Lori. I'm part of the Chart Guys community, and we teach technical analysis. And my goal is to help you get ready for the trading day and kind of show you where my hot fishing holes are. And then it's up to you to bring your fishing pole, your tackle, and then go out there and set the bait and see using your system. So let me show you how many systems. I'm going to be facetious, of course, because that's what I do. This is how many systems are out there. And I could keep going. There's billions of systems. There's the hourly 50 MA where you only trade long when it hits from below the top, short when it hits from below. You could have the hourly EMA crosses. Do your long and short based on 8 and 21 EMA crossing. You could do inside bar breaks. You could do EQ breaks. You could do lower high top fishes and downtrends on higher time frame. Lots of German systems, yes. You could do higher top fishing, higher lows, bottom fish, and uptrends. You could do oversold bounces. You could do overbought extensions into resistance. Do you catch what I'm throwing? You could do small cap, loss of Momo into fib or synthetic resistance. There is a billion systems. Backburners, perfect. That's a great one. Backburners. You could do moon cycles if you're into crypto. And I'm joking, but I'm not joking. There is a million fishing poles. And every day I try to help you find the fishing pole that suits your personality. Find the instrument that suits your discipline and your personality. So my goal here is say, here's the fishing hole. Now bring your system that you are disciplined and you stick to the same system. You know, in the past, I've looked at various diets saying, should I be doing keto? Should I be vegan? Should I be this? Should I be that? And it occurred to me that that's the same thing in trading. If you're constantly jumping systems, you're going to be unsuccessful. I can promise you. If you're constantly looking for that holy grail system, you're set up for failure. Find a system, anything, and I mean anything. Find a system and stick with it. Jobless claims are out and looks like we're pulling out just a little bit. But it's very important for you to be consistent with whatever your system is. A moon cycle is a joke, but there is a Twitter female who has a lot of followers, and she bases Bitcoin prediction on, or crypto predictions based on the moon cycles. And it's kind of a joke. I would never use moon cycles, but it is crazy how well it works. Okay. So looking at ES, if you're interested in my chart setup, you can click on the link below in the video description to receive a PDF explanation. Again, HSI and the DAX are not up or down more than 2%, so they're not giving me a lot of data. So Apple is the absolute key for me today. And if you guess 171.27 on Apple, you were right. Nasdaq, 14,300. Those are our two key levels today. Bulls got to take them out or we're looking at consolidation. The Dow is so super strong, but I don't know how the Dow can continue upwards without Apple. Apple's market cap weighs on everyone. It must break 17127 in order for the Nasdaq to break 14,300, in order for every other indices to get those breaks. So what's going on? ES over 420 high. RTY is over yesterday's high. YM over yesterday's high. Who isn't? Who's the dunce in the corner? Is that what they're called? Nasdaq is not over yesterday's high. It's only retraced 65%, right? The golden pocket from the 425 high to low. Potential 4-hour diamond bearish reversal pattern. Hourly EMAs and 50 RSI was holding last time I looked. So let's look at the ES levels. If you're interested in the ES levels, they're the light gray areas over here. You can just pause the video and screenshot it if you're looking for resistance. I'll give you another support here. Right now, 4-hour is not in jeopardy. Hourly, we're holding the 8 EMAs just fine. No problem. 446825 is key going forward. Nasdaq, not so pretty, is it? So from the high of 5 a.m. yesterday, my time, to the low of noon, we have retraced 65% of that move. And this is what the retrace means. Higher high, lower low, and now we bounced and we're running into congestion, an area where bears are defending. On the 30-minute, we need to hold 14127 to keep our uptrend. And on the 15-minute, we need to hold 1141 in order to hold the 15-minute uptrend. This is going to be key going forward, is what is Nasdaq doing? It's kind of like if you have a basketball team, and let's say we have 4 players instead of 5 players out on the basketball court. It's like having LeBron James and then the AAA, 3 AAA are foreign basketball players. They're pretty good, but they're not like LeBron level. And if you can't, if LeBron gets hurt and you have to bring in a sub, you're hurting. Nasdaq is LeBron. Apple is LeBron. And today we're playing without LeBron. Lord have mercy for that analogy. Either it's going to stick and you're going to say, gosh, that was so helpful, Lori, or you're going to say, you're an idiot and don't ever use that analogy again. So that's the key today is we need LeBron, i.e. Nasdaq, back in the game. RTY, YM, and ES, they are pulling as hard as they can. They are shooting as many layups as they can. But until we get our Steph Curry, LeBron back, we're in trouble. 205260 is support. Let's look at the daily. So we've got a daily trend change on RTY, IWM. We have a daily trend change on Dow. Look at what Dow's doing. Giddy up. We have a weekly bull break. Now, it was only by 47.19, $66. That's not a big bull break, but that's a confirmation of a weekly bull flag. And we have this little inverse head and shoulders. And we want to see the break of the right side, the left side shoulder, which that is 35752. So we do not have a convincing bull break on Dow. But if I'm going to short something, do you think I'm going to short the Dow? No. I'm not going to go up to the biggest bully on the playground and punch him in the mouth. No, I want to pick on the scrawny kid. And the scrawny kid right now is Nasdaq. Okay. So RTY, let me make sure I gave you those levels. 204340 is key support. YM, support 35163. US 10-year has a little giddy up, but it's not scary. This could be a 4-hour bear flag, and we want this to roll over. If this can roll over, this would help Nasdaq break 14300, and let's get LeBron back in the game if we can break 281 on the US 10-year. Exactly, MG. So we had this daily uptrend. We lost, and now we're getting follow through. We are holding yesterday's low, though, by 6 cents. So that's important. Yesterday's low, 1975. Today's low, 1981. We need to see VIX continue to melt out. Okay, now the bulls are back in play on Nasdaq. They're getting a little bounce going. Bitcoin. So this is, I wrote TC here and circled it 20 times yesterday. Trend change is needed. And we still need a trend change. We are over yesterday's high of 42209. We broke it by about $500. That's a bull break. But we still need that higher low and then that trend change. Look at what Ethereum's doing. They are still inside yesterday's range, getting close to breaking it. $20 from breaking it, and then the next resistance will be 3309. The key support on Ethereum, 303272. Key support on Bitcoin, 40900. As long as we're holding these two levels, crypto bulls are in play. So Bitcoin has gotten, so here's a clue from the back training room that LeBron may be getting better, his ankle's better, and he's going to re-enter the game, is Bitcoin is getting the bull breaks. And Bitcoin has been helping us with Nasdaq. So Bitcoin is getting the bull break. So is that going to help Nasdaq resume higher, get Apple to take out 171.27, get Nasdaq to take out 14,300? Okay, gold. Yes, yes, yes. I love TA. Okay. So I post in commodities every morning. And this morning I had some high conviction over here. This is what I posted 2 hours ago. Gold approaching yesterday's support, 1941. Daily 50 MA at 1933. 1916 is the key support. 4-hour oversold would be around 1931. There's hourly bullish divergence. And I kept saying, the more things I look at, my gosh, this is where bulls should be entering right here, right now. And dollar had a bear flag. And I don't normally get, and that's good. I'm not like easily swayed by charts. And then when I see something that I think everyone else should see, I post it in TCG posts. And so this morning at 5 a.m. my time, I'm like, y'all, this is where we need to buy. That was at 5:05 a.m. Apple Braun. Oh God, I love that. Good, Andre. Move on. It's, you know what? When you try to hold on to a loser, it's just like holding on to that ex-girlfriend that you know is bat, you know what, crazy. and they're abusive. They're like an Amber Heard. Sorry if that's too sensitive. And they're beating on you, trying to stay with that loser ticker. It's like just staying in an abusive relationship. Let it go. Let her rip. Okay, so this was, my Lord, I nailed it. And I don't always nail it, but look at that tweezer bottom, y'all. We haven't talked about a tweezer bottom in a while. Look at those two lower wicks of absorbing that liquidity in those blocks. And those gold bugs says, that's enough. 1938 is a discount. We're going to buy now. We're going to buy. Do I ever sleep? Yes, I do. I'm sleeping even better now, which is why I'm even a little bit more hyper. And my athletic greens are fun. So what did I say about oil? Get back to work. Oil holding daily 50 MA and 50 RSI, 4-hour higher high, yet trend change still needed. Hourly EMAs are suppressing price. So y'all know I like my daily 50 MA, and we're just holding it like a champ. Holding 50 RSI. That bear volume was a little alarming yesterday, but it's expected on 2 days. Tuesday, we had data, API estimates. Yesterday, we have inventory, and those are usually your larger 2 days of inventory, so I get that. Okay, on the 4-hour, we have this higher high, but we need the higher low, higher high trend change. We need the trend change. And I think this is a pivotal area for oil bulls. On the hourly, we need to get over 104.32, but I like oil here long. NG, well, you woke up. Daily uptrend remains, yet the pullback opens the door for daily lower highs, potential 4-hour bear flag, hourly EQ without a lot of follow through. So let's look at what crazy girl's spitting out. So here, I wanted to look at the percent. That one. Okay, we pulled back 16%. So yes, NG is capable of very large moves. However, with nat gas, 16% is pretty big. So on a bounce, we're looking for a lower high on the daily, and we may tighten up depending on how big this bounce is. But we're bouncing now on the 4-hour. And this hourly bull break, we had this EQ this morning, and when I looked at it, we weren't through 691. And now that's a more convincing bull break. So if you're an aggressive bull, what do you do here? I would buy a pullback and then use 6786 as my support. And this is what I use for futures, QG. NG is a mega large contract, and it can get you in some trouble. So I like to keep it light so I can get multiple contracts of QG, scale in and out. All right, so that's it for commodities. Apple. At the risk of being a broken record, which y'all know I ain't afraid of being a broken record. Oh, I just saw something. What is that key level on Apple? We got to get through 17127. But y'all look at that. I missed that this morning. Look at the hourly 50 RSI holding on Apple. And I had this drawn with this hourly 200 MA and hourly 50 MA. We're playing bangarang within it. We're getting squished in it. And this is where it's going down. What was that, Kevin Hart? It's going down today. It's going down today right here between the hourly 50 and 200 MA on Apple. Key support 16645. And this hourly 50 RSI hold, let me type that out. Apple. Why did I just shift bullish? Shift. Oh, Lord, that was a curse word waiting to happen. Hourly 50 RSI holding. Hourly 50 RSI holding. And Bitcoin bull break. Here are the two things that have me leaning just a little bit bullish on Apple today that we can go get through that 17127. Okay, so I like Apple to the long side, but I want to pull back to buy. Amazon. Okay, so XLY, the largest two holdings. See if I can pull this up real quick without taking a lot of time. Denzi will get started in the TCG room in 14 minutes. I had this pulled up this morning. Come on. You can do it. All right, here's XLY holdings. Amazon is 22% of XLY. Tesla's 21%. So now do you know why I have Amazon on my watch list today? Bullish, bottom fishing at hourly higher low compared to 2072. Because Tesla bullish. Now, if Tesla starts pulling back, that's bad for Amazon. But if Tesla keeps pushing, Home Depot could be a good bullish name, which I looked at it today. It's hourly overbought, so I took it off my list. McDonald's, all of these different XLY holdings, Nike, Lowe's, Target. And you're like, what the heck does Lowe's have to do with XLY? They're in the same sector with Tesla. So you've got to think about the overarching sector as the tide, and it floats all boats. So if we have the big boat Amazon, the big boat Tesla, and then it starts lifting the tide, all the little boats are going to get a benefit from that. It's lifting them. So that's why I'm looking at Amazon and bottom fishing 3072. But we need Tesla to keep pushing. There you go, you good girl, you. Okay, next resistance 1077. We're coming up on good clear resistance 1077 and then 109399. And then I would also have my back burner alert on. I need to ask someone to help me that's on here. Go to important matters. Why did this shift over here? I used to have all of this stuff, my bar, or whatever you call this, my header, used to be shifted over here. Why did this stuff, like my camera button used to be here. This used to be here. What happened? Okay, this is beautiful on Tesla. This makes me even more bullish Amazon. It's not going to be a direct one-to-one correlation, but it is going to be super, it's going to be a tailwind. How about that? Let's just say that, a tailwind. It's going to be a tailwind for Amazon. Disney, top fish set up for potential hourly lower high Netflix correlation, but most importantly, the legal issue. So Disney doesn't look good. This chart looks sad. This chart, okay, well, they're getting green right now. But I like a top fish of yesterday's high, 12726. Okay, so Florida is reversing a 55-year-old law where they allow Disney to become its own district, self-governing district. They have to pay for their own fire department, police department, but they have these bonds. They have $1 billion worth of debt. But if they want to take over land nearby, they can. They want to build structures. They don't have to go to the city. And so basically Florida is reversing that. That could be interpreted negatively for Disney. So I don't think that this looks too good. So I like a top fish, but if we break over yesterday's high, this idea is busted. TradingView did that. Oh, thank you, MG and Judd. I've been pulling my blonde hair out. Like, what did I do wrong? Did I mess it up? So I like Disney for a top fish with Netflix and that legal issue. GDX, and I typed this 2 hours ago. GC is at a key area. It could be a good bottom fish on miners. Did we miss it? Not really. Bouncing just a little bit. Here's my problem with it is when we bounce, I'm still expecting a lower high compared to this high at 41.61, but I like that we're holding the daily 21 EMA. We're looking for that daily lower high. So I like a bottom fish on the miners. 39.25 is key, but I would like it all the way down to $39. Yeah, this has a lot of problems. Ha and Jets, Hawaiian Airlines and American Airlines. American Airlines jumps 9% after second quarter outlook. And I posted this 2 hours ago in our room, watch for travel airline positive correlation. Looks like HA and JBlue haven't reported yet. They may have the most to gain from the AAL monster beat, and of course Jets as well. So what I'm looking at is HA. Dang it, rats. It was up 2% when I typed this. But I still like a pullback buy down to 2032 on Hawaiian Airlines. Jets, I like a pullback buy in that 2270 area. Netflix, hide your kids, hide your wife. This is a rough chart. It's complete carnage, complete fundamental changes. It's like if, what's a good example? If Google came out and said, we're getting rid of you, we're selling off YouTube, and we're only going to get a penny on the dollar for what it's worth. That is a fundamental change in Google. What is Google without YouTube? Of course, it's a lot of other things, but that would be a major fundamental X. Something fundamental shifted in Netflix, so don't get too caught up in this oversold bounce. It can go a lot lower, longer than you can remain solvent. Below 212.51, 204.38. Roku, Netflix, I still see this as a correlating name to Netflix. So I would top fish 113.24 or 114. But remember, if Nasdaq gets his bull groove on following Bitcoin, then I'm not going to be looking at these red names. You can have them. I'm only going to be looking at my green names. So if the market gets bearish and can't get over 14300, I'm going to focus on my bearish names. If the market gets some giddy up and 2 steps higher, then I'm going to be looking at my bullish names. The Feds speak almost every week. So your next resistance on Tesla, 1077, 1093. It looks beautiful. If you're not in now, I would wait for a 5-minute back burner. You will, listen to me, you will get an opportunity to trade Tesla today. You will. What's your fishing pole? What is it? Over here. What's your fishing pole? Is it a stair step pattern? You're going to get an opportunity to trade Tesla today, I promise. And the best trade will not be at 9:31 a.m. I can promise you that. Now that should make you just relax and not be holding on the desk. I got to get a trade at open. No, wait, be patient. Okay, Exxon got an upgrade. Oil getting a little push. Bottom fish hourly, higher low setup. Oil was a little green this morning. Exxon got an upgrade. Now what? So we went over 88.50. I would say a pullback to 88.50 could be a good buy. All right, hot cement. Let me see. Let me answer that question. Someone asked about shop, and I said I would do it. The Feds speak almost every single day. Yep. Oh, even worse. Bullard speaks at 12:30. That's worse than Powell. Powell at 1. Okay. Shop. You are saying hot cement, and I'm thinking of my LSU cheer. Hot boudin, cold koosh koosh. Come on, Tigers. Push, push, push. That's what I'm saying to the Bulls. Come on, Bulls. Push, push, push over 14300. All right, 510 is key support for shop. This is not looking good. This is looking like Amber Heard's defense today. They're just looking down, head down. What the heck are we going to do? Okay, 510 is your support. Sorry about being silly today. I'm in a good mood. I woke up today, so I'm happy that I'm alive. Support 532 and 525. Okay, target. How dare you, Attic? All caps me. I'm kidding. Okay, target is an XLY, so it could get a little Tesla push. You are at key pivotal resistance, 251.58, and then above that, it's not until 268.98. And considering my spending habits, I'm bullish target. Yeah, hit that like button. Could you? Could you hit that like button? I try so hard, and I hope you feel my effort or see my effort. It's not a feeling. I hope it actually helps you get profitable trade setups. Resistance on CCJ, 31.77, 32.15. We had people, or have had people, all over this for a long time. They were screaming in January of this year to buy it. Did I buy it? No. I just don't swing as much in this environment, but uranium, we have to recognize that commodities are different from the market volatility, and it's just been unbelievable. The volume is declining. Something to note, but it's just a bullish area. All right, Bullard, 12:30 a.m. Eastern. Hey, y'all hit that like button. Thank you, brother Roberto. Yeah, she's pretty cray. All right, y'all have a great day. Use stop losses, hit the like button, bring a friend tomorrow. Show your appreciation, pretty please, and follow me on Twitter. Dark Al Lori. All right, y'all have a great day.